FBI, open up!
He needs some milk.
What is up, party people? Why this camera is so high? I don't know where I was recording at. That was I standing up on my previous video? Goodness gracious. All right, let's see. Zenchi's here. What's up? We got Zeko and Angelus in here redeeming some sounds. I apologize for being 2 minutes late. I'm trying to figure out my third monitor, and it's being difficult. So we're going to see if we can get this to work. Because I had the third monitor set up, I guess last stream. It feels like forever ago. I guess it kind of was. Where I had the multi-chat, so that's YouTube and Twitch chat combined, and the activity feed, so that's if anyone redeems anything from sounds or takeovers or chugging or whatever, and if anyone subscribes or follows. I get notifications on there. And so I wanted to have both those on one screen, but I can't have that and everything on my other screens, especially since one is dedicated to the game. I don't know what's happening. I thought I was watching Tennessee basketball and I'm watching field hockey. What's going on? Why are we on ESPN the Ocho? Schlesman's here. Senator D, yo, what's up? Thank God for 4 screens. Yeah, I don't have 4 yet. I'm very, very close to buying another one because I'm not even going to lift it up and show y'all. It's just like this little, like smaller than a laptop screen, portable monitor, and it stinks. And what it was doing was it would just turn on and turn off. It's like a Chinese company. It's called like Lapao or something. And it would just say, you know, power screen Lapao. And then it would just turn off, come back, power screen Lapao. I'm like, well, that's not super helpful. And I Googled why that could be happening like 3 minutes ago or 4 minutes ago. And they were like, oh, it might have like inconsistent power supply. I was like, okay. So trying to dedicate, you know, plug it straight into the wall. And so I did. And that worked so far. So fingers crossed that's what it was. All right, what do we got on YouTube? We got 3 people, 2 people, and 13 people on Twitch. They said, oh God, Chinese portable monitors. Yeah, it's what my previous company gave me. I will buy another one. I think the portable monitor. So I don't know how long this webcam cord is and how well I can show you guys. So this is the little portable monitor that I've got right now. But I thought about just like this desk area. I can't really show you very well. There's a ton of junk over here. But I think it's like it's a second piece of furniture. And I think I could just put a bigger monitor there. And I'd like to do like a vertical display. Let's zoom out some. I feel like I'm real zoomed in on Sam. I mean, I can't really. I need to eventually upgrade and get an actual camera instead of a crappy webcam, but that's like one of the most expensive ones. So I tried one vertical monitor, but I can't get used to it. You can or can't? Liz it here, finally was on sleep. Can't get used to it. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the thing is I wouldn't use it much. I would mostly just use it for chat, like for when I'm streaming, because I'm fine with 2 monitors day to day. But then when I get going, I feel like I miss it. And also when I'm working both jobs at the same time, right? So when I've got work on 2 laptops or 1 laptop and 1 screen, and then I've got YouTube and Raid and stuff, I'd like to have more than 1 screen for that if I can. Don't know what team to do. Yes. No, not that team. That's stupid. All right. Ezio, Tholin, Cheshire, Tagoar, Venomage. Or do we want Harima? I don't think we do want Harima. I finally took my Ezio up to level 6. We'll go over some updates in a minute for the account. Actually, no, that's not the case. This is the case. All right. Yeah, I finally took Ezio up to 6 stars. So I've got these 5, and I think that's it at 6 stars. I don't think I have any other ones. I'm very close. Schlesman with a 30 stream streak. That's what I'm talking about, my dude. That is impressive. Even with the one random middle of the day Power World stream, you've still maintained 30 in a row, which is awesome. You are the man. I have 1 for streams, TV shows, etc., 2 for work, and 1 for gaming when I'm fully working and not gaming. I use 3 of them. Yeah, it's a lot. I have a TV above me in the background, like above the computer, because I'm tucked in like the corner of my room, and so I've got like all my desk and monitors and stuff. I keep getting distracted. I apologize. And then in the background, like on the opposite wall, I've got a 65-inch TV. So to update you guys, because I don't know how many of y'all have told or are paying attention to the Discord, we're streaming on 3 accounts right now. We're streaming on Sam the Raid Man YouTube account. We're also streaming on Sam the Raid Man's Twitch account. We're also streaming on Epire, Sam's Gotcha account on YouTube, which is my new YouTube channel. So I think the next thing we're gonna do after, I'm thinking about 4-hour stream is my plan, 2 hours raid, and then 2 hours probably Arknights, which is the second game I've been playing on my other channel. And I think the goal would be all of our future streams will become 2-game streams. So raid, and then like 2 hours of raid, and then 2 hours something else, or 2 and 1, or 1.5 and 1.5, whatever that is. And I think in general, like long term, I think it'd be fun to spin a wheel. You guys know we love wheels around here. They're really, really fun. So I have a new wheel that I've made, and I mean it's super simple. We can add more games to it, but these are games that we've talked about playing or have played. I love playing Power World. I'm playing that right now. Love playing Assassin's Creed, but I can't really motivate myself to do it off of stream, so we could do that, and that's tying in with Raid, and then Arknights, which is where I'm making the second YouTube channel on, so it can kind of be any of those. But I think today it probably will just be Arknights because I just need to play more. I've been hanging out with my family all day, which is good. It just means I haven't been productive at all, and I need to be playing the game, progressing, and also, trying to get to some new content. Because I got to make videos every day. How do you like Arknights? I really, really enjoy it. It has taken me a long time to learn. And I re-rolled a ton on the first day. Or not a ton, I re-rolled 3 times. I had 4 accounts. And then on the second and third days, I did some pulls. And I guess it was just second day. Today's the third day. On the second day, I did some pulls on the new accounts because you get new pulls every single day. And I pulled 2 6 stars on 2 different accounts. So I was like, well, which one do I want? And I got the banner one, Leviton. And so that's my main account now. And so since then, I had to catch back up to where I was, and I'm progressing. What I am realizing is like the story is like kind of interesting, but it's very slow, which I know Glizzy was talking about that when he tried it. Like there's a ton of dialogue, and I was getting a little bit bored, but also it just takes a ton of time. Like I'm watching all these videos, and I'm like, you guys are touching things I haven't even heard about. Like we're not even in the same realm. And I'm like, I don't know how much you are playing, because I'm playing over 2 hours a day, but I just can't devote like 6 hours a day because I'm not full time. If I was full time, I would be. And so I'm trying to play more and more, which is why I'm going to do it on stream tonight. Because my plan was just to play all night and then make a raid video and make a Arknights video. But I think instead we're not going to do a raid video. We're just going to play, and then I'm going to make a Arknights video after stream. Hershey's cracked. She is. The only thing is I'm still learning, so I don't know how to build her a ton. I watched like a 30-minute video on how to build Leviton, and I got the sword, her best sword, but the gear is still very bad. And again, they're like, build this gear and build this gear. And I'm like, bro, that's level 45 gear. I have level 2 gear. I don't even have, I don't know how to get close to what you're talking about. Lizzie, you know I can't do that. I'm not playing zoneless. I need to get more stats on Ezio. I really need to get Ezio ascended so I can put more stuff on him. He definitely needs that. We can afford that. Okay, so then I'll get his passive at least. But I want to be able to put this stuff on him. Do we want Life Drinker or Whirlwind of Death? feel like probably Life Drinker for most content. Oh, not what I meant to do. Have been farming some minnow today. Arima will be the next 6-star. So we have these 5, I think. But it's like we also have 3 damage dealers, so I don't know how many we need. Some people are 100% playing it like 8 to 12 hours a day, which is fair, and like I get that. It is fun. I'm not like dying to play it 8 to 12 hours a day. I'm not having that much fun, but I'm having a lot of fun. It's very different to anything I've played, which isn't a bad thing. I think that's kind of good. Where is the other account? Yeah, get over here. But yeah, I just can't afford, from a time standpoint or a, I have a job standpoint, I can't afford to play 8 to 12 hours a day. Arknight's anti-cheat don't let me play on Linux, and the Windows PC doesn't have a discrete graphics card, so I can't play. Dang, Zenchi, that sucks. Oh, maintain servers for almost 10 companies. Jeez, dude. That's a pretty cool gig. IDK if I can get into Arknight's TBH. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's definitely different, like I said, than anything I've played. But I'm finding more cool stuff than I expected, like when I was told. So when I decided to make the channel, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? If I'm gonna be playing it, let's make some content out of it. And I'm not allowed to post that stuff on Raid, my Raid channel. I have to just post Raid content on my Raid channel. And I was like, yeah, I'll do this because it's popular and exciting. But the more and more I play it, the more I'm like, dang, this is fun. I kind of want to go play it. Is it similar to Raid? Not really. I mean, it is in terms of like the gacha aspect of it. So they have what's called headhunting, which would be their equivalent of shards. And they have guaranteed events and stuff. It's much more similar to Eternal Evolutions, if you ever played that. The whole game feels more like that. But it is like semi-open world RPG, which is cool. And what my favorite part of it quickly is becoming like the building and automation part of it. So again, similar to what game we talked about earlier, Power World, you build everything and you build a factory to produce you resources, and you can automate all of it, which is pretty cool. Apricot's here. Slammy Sammy, what's up? I'm not massive into games, you kind of need to follow the story. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I feel like a lot of my favorite games are story games. But I agree. I like open world games that you kind of like, maybe you're guided a little bit, but you don't have to do the story. But I totally get that. But I play a lot of story games. I would say most of my games are story games, at least across my life. Maybe not at this moment. There's just so much talking in Arknights. I agree, Glizzy. I said that earlier. I just start skipping a lot of it, honestly. Not even close. It's true. It really is not. I mean, they're both like pay-to-win gacha games. But there's no PvP in Arknights that I know of, or at least not yet. It's all PvE. So it's very, very different in that aspect. Senator D said, is it fun? I think so. I'm having a very good time playing it. I am enjoying it. Close game I played to Arknights is Genshin Impact, and I grinded TF out of Genshin and burned myself out. Yeah, I've heard it's very similar to Genshin. So again, I haven't played any similar game to this. Soul Stories, Soulstones said which game? Talking about Arknights Infield. That is, I don't know if you saw in chat. I've created a second channel where I'm playing Arknights Infield. Wait, no, this. Richka, where are you? But yeah, I'm playing Arknights Infield on a second YouTube channel. And I will be playing it later on stream. I don't think I'll ever have a true PvP, but it might have a leaderboard type thing. Yeah, exactly. Which I'm fine with that. Like, that's more what I care about in Raid. I don't really care about Arena or Live Arena or Tag Arena. I care much more about, like, Hydra Clash or even just, like, online leaderboards and competitions. Or the free-to-play competition that we're doing now. Like, I care way more about that than I've ever cared about Live Arena in anything. Soulsun said you've heard of it. Yeah, I mean, it's a very popular, brand new game. But I'm enjoying it so far. It's very different and very like steep learning curve, so I'm trying to learn. But so far, I've really enjoyed it. If I send my Predator build in Discord, want to review it for me? Sure. I'm not like a Predator expert by any means, but sure. Torment is so obnoxious. I must feel guilty for using him. Tell me how bad it is. Okay. Alright, that is all my arena energy. Alright. Here is Zeko's Predator build. So he's an Instinct, Quad Stone Skin, 1 Feral. I mean, a lot of level 12 pieces. I mean, the stats aren't going to be amazing. Let's see. I don't think mine's filled. Nope. Not even booked. Yeah, started masteries. Okay. So I don't have anything to compare him to. That's what I was hoping to see. Okay. So 77k HP. Did you have a soul on him? No soul hurts. Didn't have enough silver to 16 all of them. I mean, if you don't have enough silver, you can't be super critical. I mean, honestly, I get a peek at your account. I think this is a solid build. I think this is a good amount of damage. 77k HP, almost full crit rate, 243 crit damage. I think that's a good amount of damage for 4-piece Stone Skin, assuming you have Helm Smasher for his masteries. Once you level all of this up, maybe you get to like 250, 260. Yeah, if not more. With Helm Smasher, ignore defense, get the speed up a little bit more, closer to 200. I think this is a solid build. I guess you don't need much speed on him since he does better before the first turn. Yeah. He's got Helm Smasher. Okay. Yeah, speed is pretty low, but I think that's fine for Predator from what I understand. It kind of depends on the type of team you're running him in. A lot of the Predators I run into are like slow Predators that are there to be a nuisance and counterattack a ton of times while they're evading. But yeah, I think it's a solid build. 4-star Amulet's a little concerning if you can get a better Stone Skin one. That's hard, obviously, but maybe you can get a Stone Skin banner that's HP, and then you could do a 6-star Amulet just because you're missing out on a lot of crit damage there. He's an HP boots. Okay, then maybe you can get a roll, get a few more rolls, or maybe you could lift some. But again, I don't think the speed is the biggest deal. Of the build, I would want more HP, a little more defense, more crit damage especially. That would be the biggest like flaw with this build, not the speed. The speed's more of a debatable thing, I think. In my opinion. I did my Grim Forest. Did my Doom Tower. I'm stuck in Cursed City. We can do Arena and Faction Wars. Need to get dust or work some ascensions, get crit damage on the gloves, 80% on the chest, and speed on the boots. I'll be happy enough. Yeah. I mean, I think like I said, the sets are solid, right? You got an ignore defense set, even if it's not like the most meta, it's still good. So you have a good set on him, and then 4-piece stone skin obviously is great on him. You can't farm 25. Well, I mean, that's another thing we could potentially discuss. That fear hurts us a lot. Saw that coming. Okay. But yeah, I mean, getting crit damage and HP percent will be huge. Gotcha. Yeah, I do think he needs to be booked unless he can be built like insanely fast. Yeah, Neri Ninja is the most common one. Welcome, Pass Awade. I don't know if you have a Neri Ninja. I want to say Zeko, are you the one who went into your account and that's when we kind of discovered the whole Empress thing? I want to say I remember going on your account and then that's how we talked about that. Because Caretaker was like, oh, you can do it with Empress. And I didn't even realize that. And then I made a YouTube video about it. You want to mind for Clan Boss? I think someone said something about. Yeah, I was gonna say I think we kind of did coaching something there, and that's how we talked about the Empress thing. But yeah, the Empress like the stat requirements are pretty tough, and you need him to be booked on his A2. At least that one skill. You don't need the A2, just the A3 on the alternate form to be booked. Maybe. Okay, we're going first. Double resisted, not great. We're gonna have Chronom doing stage 20 for me. Okay. Yeah, Chronom's solid damage. I wanted him to kill that Ezio. We'll go AoE, try and provoke. Nice. That hurts. Hurts a lot. What is Hellfreak doing out here, man? Weird. Okay. Speaking of stage 20, poor Glizzy. Oh, dude. I know. Let me write down a note. I owe you, I know. No, quad resist. We're toast. I got a fast Simitha. Why is there another Hellfreak? Why are we seeing Hellfreak in the arena? Does he pair well with Xenomorph or something? It's like a random freaking rare. Decrease defense, stealing all buffs. Swap HP grants an extra turn. Isn't that weird? You think they're using him for the HP swap? Can't beat that team. If I thought I had a chance, maybe I would like try and fight it just to see it. All right, so updates on the free-to-play. Okay, interesting. Someone make like a video about that? How do people know about that? All right, so these are my first 3. Then I took Venomage, then I took Ezio today or yesterday, up to 6 stars. So we have 5 6 stars now. We're only 2 behind the lead, and we will never catch up. Interesting. Okay. Harima will probably be the next one, or one of these 2. Could be Lysander for just trying to push Arena. We do have another 5-star chicken. I think we have maybe 1 extra. No, just the 1. No, we actually have a 5-star chicken, so not crazy far off. I did full 10 ancients, which was stupid. I got legitimately 10 rares, so I should have saved them. I am saving my voids. I've pulled some soul stones and gotten literally nothing. I've bought these ones. So not great luck there. We have been pushing missions and progressed a decent amount here. We're almost all the way to the legendary books. I don't think we have too many more blockers. That's not an issue. We've already done 13. That's not an issue. We just need to level them 260, but they're 6-starred. That's not an issue. We're farming 10. Done. So I just need to fuse Relic Keeper, and then I'm good to go. And I've got you and you. So I just need these 2 campaign rares. So it doesn't feel like we're super far off at all. But this next big one is the biggest update because it's 2 affinity bonuses. And I've got a 3. So I need 142 more gold medals. And I am getting like, I don't know, 10 a day. I'm losing a decent amount. Obviously, I farm all the level 1 teams. I'm slowly pushing up through gold 1. But we're going to reset tomorrow night, so I'm not going to get to gold 2. So I'm basically just stuck in gold 1, getting 1 golden medal at a time. So 140 wins in Arena is going to be a long time for me. If Arcanite Infields is a turn-based gacha game, I would play it. Game is just too flashy for me. Interesting, Noble, because I think I'm almost the other way. I will say it's hard making content because it's just I've never made content on a game like it. I've really only made content on Raid, at least good content on Raid. But I like that it's different. I'm enjoying it because it is different than any game I play. Solson said, I'm thinking of starting a new account. Should I buy an account with Ninja or start an account with the new links? Solson, this kind of depends on what you're hoping to accomplish. From a monetary standpoint, and I'm not allowed to legally promote this, it would make more sense to get an account that has more champions on it that you can't get, like Ninja or like other pools. From a financial standpoint, but if you want the satisfaction of just like starting your own account, there's never been a better time to start an account than today. Speaking of that, my video on the best starts in Raid is like performing super well. It's one of the best videos I've made. So you can definitely watch that. Tell them start new, buying ain't worth it, let's be honest. I mean, I would recommend you start new, but we had this conversation like 2 weeks ago. Is it better to start a new account and spend $50 to get nobody, or get an account maybe that could potentially cost $50 and you start with like a mythical or all the turtles or whatever, you know? Pessywood says, cheers guys, my liquor drink 43 with milk. Jeez. The Predators in the arena are not fun. I guess just skip those teams. Yeah, those teams are not fun at all. Those kind of games really need to nail yourself into a PC, and if you play on a mobile screen, it's just too small. My thumb is too big. Oh, that's totally fair. I can't even imagine playing it on mobile. I haven't tried. I've only played on PC. Yeah, I agree. I think that's definitely. I don't know if it's designed for mobile. I haven't talked to enough people that are playing it, but. To be fair, buying a starter is much better. Certainly people hate the fact that you can buy them, but it's a head start for a little amount of money. Exactly, Marcus. That's what I'm saying. So I don't encourage it, and I kind of wish it wasn't a thing. But that being said, it is more logical than just starting from scratch. Like, for example, my account, if it was being sold, would be $10, $15. It's all free champions, except for Harima, Lysandra, Cantrum. And that just doesn't... Harima is the biggest gem on that account, but doesn't merit much. Some solid epics. So you can get a better account than this for $15, essentially. Probably. And this has been a grind, right? I've been pouring time and energy and effort into this account. And so it's just kind of sad, but crazy how you can get a better account for so little. Starting games of Turtles would be amazing for sure. With room, it's already like 20 from a website, but through a buy-sell group, it's worth next to nothing. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about. Obviously, you guys would know more. Pogo Pink Tie, welcome, welcome. I went the second round after starting playing RSL last week. Nice, Cinchi. I mean, nice that you're here playing Raid, not necessarily nice that you went and got an account. Don's here with a 3-stream streak, checking in while hockey's on commercial. Nice, man. What's up, dude? Hope your hockey team is winning. So let's do this one here. Try and squeak out 2 wins. Toshiro Newton, a bit more other legendaries. Yeah, it's awesome. And you got a Laz. Nice. I think I saw that shard pool. Hone is here. What's up? What's up? Yeah, Laz is huge. Laz is great even without books, which is cool. I mean, obviously he's better with books, like everyone is, but he is awesome. My dream, which I don't know if it'll ever happen, is to create an Laz only clan boss team. It's just so freaking difficult. Canes are up 4-1 in the third, so here's hoping I can finish game before we lose power. Jeez, I hope you don't lose power, man. That's going to suck. I pulled Raj card for my single primal. Congrats, Glizzy. I think you told me that a few times, but I'm still happy for you, buddy. Raj card's pretty cool. So someone messaged me, and I want to put more time into it. If I record a video tonight, it'll probably be one of those where I'm like, hey, you send me your roster, and I try and build the best team you can. I built like a weird Brogni Giath team for somebody. And someone sent in one that like, I don't have a lot of 60s or even like legendary champions or epic champions, but I have Gracchos booked and he's got block damage on a 3-turn cooldown. And I was like, oh, I can make it work. It's nearly impossible because you need to go 3-1, obviously, but you also need a cleanser or a block debuff champion. And tuning a block debuff champion on a 3-1 team is very difficult. Also, Demitha is key to most 3-1 teams because she has a buff extension. So that sucks. Wib, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Too bad I just don't have enough knowledge of the game to maximize the account, but you're having fun. I mean, obviously, fun is what it's about, right? Like, we're playing this game, this video game, to have fun. So that's what matters. But the knowledge will come. I will say you're off to a good start because you have good champions. And you're figuring out the game while you're having fun, as opposed to people who are just struggling, trying to figure out the game while they're not having fun. That sucks. You said same, but it's already gone from snow to sleet. I'm like freezing rain here soon. Jeez. Let me check my weather. We can beat that. Do that. You know, it sucks when the Bad Eater Ninja team's doing 68 million. Jeez, that does suck. Bad Eater Ninja. Is that just on Spirit? That shouldn't be happening. Bad Eater should always be doing more, but especially with Ninja. Weather. It's currently 49 right now where I'm at. And it is raining. And it's going to start raining really bad in 25-30 minutes. Going to rain all night. But it's never getting below 40 until tomorrow night. So tomorrow night's when it's supposed to hit us. 17, Don. Jeez. That's so crazy that North Carolina and Alabama can have such different weather. Cool. Game is currently experiencing some issues. Wonderful. Sylvan Watchers. I think I have that epic chick, and that's pretty much it. Ezio Chase. Open one shard. Still minus 11. Was minus 25 last night. Have you lost power, Hone? Or is it just like miserably cold? Honestly, now, actually, about the whole buying an account, if you're going to do it, buy a Turtles account with at least Mikey, Leo, and Donnie. Yeah, if you're going to buy it, definitely go with Leo, but I think, I don't know. Middle of summer for me, and it's 15 degrees Celsius. Marcus, you're not going to believe this, but like any stupid American, I don't know what 15 degrees Celsius is. $59 degrees. Nice. So 10 degrees warmer than me. Love it. Fluffy short. Who are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the person in your ZZZ game or whatever? Lizzie? No snow or anything, just cold, still have power. Okay. That's miserable, but at least you're still comfortable inside your house. Speak American. Turtle accounts are like $200. I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah, Glizzy, I don't know who that is. I'm assuming that's your character in that one random nerdy game you play. Couldn't be me. I don't play nerdy games. I don't believe that. Celsius makes more sense if you're talking about water. If you're talking about anything else, it does not make more sense. Because explain how 15 degrees makes sense. Now, miles, I think I can get on board with. But Celsius and Fahrenheit, I'll die on that hill that Fahrenheit is just infinitely better for humans. I mean, I could be chilling like me, minus 35 Celsius up in the great cold north. Zico, where are you at? Minus 35 is insane. Yeah, nerd alert. Everyone make fun of Glizzy for being a nerd. Canada, minus 35, dude. That is bonkers. I assume nobody knows because it's silly Celsius. All right, let me give you my quick spiel for Fahrenheit and Celsius. Celsius, like I said, makes sense if you're talking about water, but we are not water, so the boiling point of water is not that relevant to us when we're talking about us. For example, if I got distracted by chat. If you want to know what temperature is it outside, 0, about as cold as it gets. Obviously, you can get to the negatives, but 0 is just like unbelievably, terribly cold. And 100, unbelievably, terribly hot. Like you're approaching dangerous levels of heat and dangerous levels of cold at both ends of the spectrum. So if you're at 50, you're halfway between those two, kind of in the middle. If you're at 70, that's pretty nice. You're at 80, 90, getting really hot. You're at 30, 20, getting really cold. It makes sense. It's a scale of 0 to 100, basically. That makes sense. If you're in like 120, don't be outside. If you're in negative 20, don't be outside. Anything that's off of the scale is not healthy. It doesn't make any sense. 35 Celsius, like minus 25.6. Yeah, I mean, when you get to negative numbers, again, you know that it's bad. But again, minus 10 Celsius, what is that? Like 16 degrees Fahrenheit? I don't even know. Isn't that between 0 degrees Fahrenheit? Oh, Google, I said minus 10, 14 degrees. So yeah, that's weird. That's weird that you're in a minus number, but we're still in a positive number. Coldest weather ever felt was minus 2 Celsius, and I'm close to Antarctica. Yeah, that's nuts. Fahrenheit is weird how it's higher than Celsius until you hit negatives, and then it gets goofy. Jeez, Sicko, that's crazy, dude. I agree that the negative part is confusing to me, Marcus. But my analogy stands, right? Like that makes more sense for people. Right? If you're boiling water or freezing water, that makes sense. But again, we are not water. We are humans. So I stand by that. Just constantly refreshing. It's risky. All day is what we do. Don't go first, okay? This 5-star soul is bad news. Could have tried to provoke there. It's frustrating. Decrease attack? Nope. Which means a provoke probably would have gotten resisted too. We still got the win though. School is canceled. It's coldest winter day I can remember as a 45-year-old. It's minus 52 Celsius. Zico, where do you live, dude? The North Pole? That's insane. Minus 52 Celsius. That's unbelievable. 24-year-old, not 45, LMAO. You typed as a 45-year-old. That was you. That wasn't me. I didn't read that wrong. You said as a 45-year-old. School's canceled, to say the least. Danzig got a balance, getting the charge up and battening the hatches. Good luck, man. I appreciate that. I would love to see a picture, but obviously, stay warm, stay safe, dude. Just north of Minnesota. That just doesn't seem like it can get that cold, dude. Yeah, that's bizarre to me that it can get wind chill. Jeez. For a moment, I thought second lift in Greenland. Yeah, for real. But in Oslo's freeze, it doesn't matter if it's minus 10 or minus 50. That's very true. Yeah, at a certain point, it's just like it's miserable. You can only put on so many layers, so much clothes, and it just sucks to be outside. I did that. It sucks. It automatically applies it. Close enough to Greenland. According to Google, humans can survive at minus 70 C or minus 95 Fahrenheit. Yeah, exactly. But for how long, right? Before your cheeks start, you start taking cellular damage to your skin. Canada and Greenland, aka Denmark, share a land border. Interesting. Did not know that. So yeah, farming masteries and a little bit of levels on Ezio. Alright, now we can push some faction wars. Look up Hans Island. LO, we had a war with them over it. Jeez. Oh. Looky there. This is a very interesting looking map. Oh, that look, I can see why you guys would fight over that. No, I'm kidding. The Whiskey Wars. It's a very interesting looking map. I don't know if that's worth fighting a war over, but the prank war I'm on board with for sure. All right, what factions we got today? Demon Spawn feels like we can probably get pretty high. I hate this stupid mission. I will never get Polera because of this stupid mission on every faction. Stage 17, don't land into weak hits. This makes me want to. I'm not gonna say it because I get demonetized. But just, oh man, I hate this. Whiskey is worth war, TBH. That's funny. The Whiskey War is like that's a bar. That's a great name for a war. Kind of want to mess around with. Right, you can do it with every Void champion, but that's also difficult to do, right? So these are my options if I want to do all Void, which is tough to beat for hard Faction War 17. So then it's like, all right, maybe you do mostly Voids, right? And then you bring in like one other champion. And it's just tough, dude. It's so hard. And it's 3 waves, and it's so frustrating. Now, if it was like a boss battle and it was like, don't we kid the boss? Maybe I could do that. Because then with the people who are bad affinity, you just focus on the ads, and then, I don't know. But it's so frustrating. I hate it. Start making Affinity Breaker, yeah. Carnage Weak hits Bradsvarg, exactly. There's so much stuff. Affinity Breaker is not a bad answer, but it just makes me want to like smash my head against a wall. It's so frustrating. It's just such a dumb, stupid thing. You know? Like when it says land 25 HP burns or something, like at least that's just like, hey, void mythicals are needed, yeah. You land 15 HP burns, it's like, do you have an HP burner? Do you have enough, time and control that you can survive where you're landing that many debuffs? That makes sense. What does not make sense is just stupid, don't have bad affinity champions, or get super lucky. Fight the battle 15 times until you don't get a weak hit. Oh, it just pisses me off, dude. Been meaning to build Gracchus for a while. I got another wand the other day when I was making relics. That was pretty cool. That works. I don't know if we have a good preset to use. Yeah, I would have stolen that real quick. Just don't weak hit, Yeah, exactly. That's super helpful. Thank you, Cass. Wand equals food, Marcus. That's crazy, dude. They still need to beat D8 of Cursed City with Re and Epic Dark. Oh, Barbarians are going to feel your pain a little. Feel rare. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, dude, that sucks. Which one's D8? Nope, not Grim Forest. Cursed City. D8. I don't remember beating this, but I think Dark KO did a lot of carrying, and Jurgen did a lot of carrying. But it helps when half of them are 6-star ascended. Alright, Gracchus. But yeah, some of that stuff's annoying. I got stuck on one that's pissing me off. He's HP based. He's not defense based. I'm stupid. Does a Madame Sarah's trick still work? I don't know what the Madame Sarah's trick is. Not a great banner, but Cursed City sucks. How's that I can have 36 stars and none available for certain missions? Yeah, I think Grim Forest is like what they wanted that to be, and it's just better. Empirically better. Or ignores 15% of the target's resistance, replacing Provoke. Not a great one. Alright. I'm sure I have people unbooked. Right now, I just want to focus on beating it. So I don't know who to get rid of. I guess Helicath. Gracchus is doing similar stuff. Grand Force is hard. I agree, but at least it's fun. Alright, so you want to do this. And this. VTW, Gracchus already landed a weak hit, right? Immediate failure. Yeah, I'm with you. 100 Legos and somewhat epic and rare, but nope, can't get there. Yeah, it's hard. You can't get there for Cursed City. Gotcha. I want to make sure you weren't talking about Grim Forest, because Grim Forest I think is a little bit easier. Because Grim Forest is more like if you have 10 amazing champions, they're built well, then you can try and get them to carry you. Grim, I love. Okay, good. We accept no Grim Forest slander here. It is my favorite piece of content Raid probably ever added. But yeah, we will switch into Affinity Breaker, or we'll build some more Affinity Breaker. We only have a little bit. I didn't get all the bosses last time, but close. Yeah, getting the final levels on Fridays is tough. That's what I've been struggling with. But what I realize is it's a lot easier when you're level 30. Your squad is level 30, and you can have all your curios and stuff. So I'm just like not pushing a ton until we get to the end. You guys can beat the bosses solo. Marcus, I mean, Grim Forest is made for a whale like me. With just like a super deep roster. And I don't even use half my champions that I could. That's another thing about the don't get any weak hits, because if you have one person who can weak hit, you need to go through it super fast, because if you take 600 hits, or hit 600 times, eventually one of them is just going to be weak. Let's clear the map and then hit bosses. Yeah, I think that's for sure the way to do it. That's what I'm doing as well. Once my team hits level 30, then I'll start focusing on the bosses. Also, I don't know if any of you guys care about college basketball, but I'm an Auburn fan, as my shirt says. And my in-laws came over and we watched the Auburn versus Florida game. Florida, defending national champions, top-ranked team, and in Florida, haven't won there in 30 years. And we won tonight, which was cool. We were leading for almost the whole time. They led for 56 seconds. Marcus said, I'm on a starter account and like 30 missions off Arbiter. Only thing stopping me is Fire Knight 20, so I'm grinding that. Okay. Yes, I mean, with that in perspective, I think that changes how you view those kind of areas, Grim Forest and Cursed City. But for me, like, there's no content that I can't beat. And so I want to have content that's fun to push and try and beat for the first time. And so that's new content typically. And Hard Faction Wars, which is not fun, but at least it's a challenge. Marcus, do you have a lure? Because I feel like if you have a lure, Fire Knight 20 shouldn't be too hard. My account only wants multiple meter controllers too. It's a blessing and a curse. Wait, that's good. If you're struggling on Fire Knight 20, then turn meter controllers is your answer. Team doesn't have a lot of healing. Fifth grade, baby. My son won today. Put up 3 or 4 scores for a second day of basketball. Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm excited for my kids playing sports one day. I think that'll just be so fun as a parent. Ooh, this is an annoying wave. Don't love this. Don't love that cleanse there. We might just die. Actually, Lady Noir has AoE freeze, true. But like Lady Noir, Armand's helping Fire Knight then. Armand's would be very, very clutch. Armand's would completely get you through the waves and would help with the boss. I hate Samson. He pisses me off so much. He's one of those freaking champions that's not a good champion, but he's super, super annoying to play against. He's gonna piss me off right now. Oh my gosh, you're gonna kill her. Dude, you're pissing me off. I hate this crap. We need more control. Guess we could have true feared with Volcanos. Could bring in an Umbral to provoke. Very fun, but also you want to be able to tell them what you see, but you can't. I see to shake your head and smile. Yeah, I thought about that too. Just being like, well, if you tried this, you'd have more success, or you focus a little more on this and you'd enjoy it more. But I get that. I get what you're saying. I predict that as well. So then we don't need to try to fear because we already have a fear. Oh boy. I'll take those buffs. Thank you. I feel like we need to be using Carnage more. Right, but we just, like, what I just showed you is an example of why this mission is so annoying, right? Like, I just died using my regular team. Granted, I didn't, like, rebuild anyone. If you're trying to push super hard, you typically put them in your best gear. And so I didn't. But they're in good gear, and we just died straight up. But I'm supposed to win straight up while also not ever landing a weak hit. Dude, that's crazy. How many weak hits did Gracchus get? Because he didn't put block buffs on anyone, and they all got buffs. Don't weak hit. Weak hit, weak hit. Lovely. Lovely. Freaking loved it. Gracchus is not impressing me. I remember when he was added, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool champion. I like him. And I got him. I was like, that's pretty cool. Just not doing a ton. Maybe he's just Hydra, but I've been expecting a little bit more. You know? You ever get that? I get that it's a privilege of the very privileged because I have so many amazing champions, and most people would kill for Gracchus, and I'm debating if he's going to get any use. But I was excited, you know? I was excited to get use out of him, and right now that I'm not, it's just disappointing, that's all. We can freeze with volcanoes, or not freeze, fear. Stop, Carol. Gosh. Another terribly obnoxious PvE champion. Killed himself. Just got a 3-star soul for our tag and a 3-star soul for mission. You have 2 mortals. This game's awesome. Love that, dude. Ride high on those kind of moments, you know. We need more of those moments. As opposed to my primal shard pool. 50 primals, 0 mythicals. Alright. We're here. Block buffs first. He can't get stunned because he's in feral. Now fear everyone. And then probably Samson. But there's a lot, including you. A1's starting to ramp up now. You can do this and block damage. A1U, since you don't have a passive at the moment. Cleanse you. You are in the presence of greatness. I felt something shift, honestly. Something just felt different. And I was like, Leo must be here. Boom, baby, let's go. Ain't nothing but a thing. Maybe Gracchus needs to be built for damage? I don't know. It's not... He's hella fast with a lot of accuracy, and I feel like he's just not doing a ton. Maybe it's just because he needs to be more Hydra focused, but... I hate you guys so much. We got freaking Bolint over here. No, stop. There's HP burn on everyone. That's huge. Golly. Volcano's is so nasty, dude. The longer the fight is, the better he is. Look at that. Look at that crap, dude. I hate freaking Samson, dude. Gosh, he pisses me off. Cannot stand him. He makes every fight slow and every person mad. Go see me. How's your Duchess build? I want to use mine. She is a cool guy. No, she is great. This one I think is just built pretty fast with high resistance. That's kind of all you need. I mean, tankier stats, obviously, defense and HP. But I think speed and resistance is more important. So she can't get crowd controlled. To know we can like put a revive on cooldown. Like if she gets provoked or something, then you can't revive your team. Mostly, I mean, I guess mostly for PvP, but also a little bit for PvE. Like I don't want her to get controlled here. All right, well we beat it. That's another 2-star. Defeat 2 enemies while your champion in a perfect fail. I feel like we would have just done that last round, right? From our Duchess. All right, so cleansers are our first concern. Okay, well, I'm so decent at the game, so she's going to be tanky. Yeah, tanky's fine. Apparently, Cold Heart and Physics can solo Fire Knight. Yeah, probably at level 20 for sure. Because Cold Heart's got so many turns. Don't. That is so dumb. Sorry, my wife is texting me. All right, so instead of attacking to give them turn meter, because Herndig and Molly both gain turn meter, we're going to go here. Here. And then go. So let's do Molly. Spread block debuffs. Herndig. Maybe Frolny. I don't even know who should our priority be. That just more of a high defense or high HP? Both. I would say for PvE, I would say defense. I think for PvP, I would say more HP because you have people that run a lot of ignore defense kind of gear. Just my opinion, though. What's cool is a lot of these guys have increased turn meter passives. Well, you know what's funny? When someone increases their turn meter, Volcanos either activates or puts an HP burn on them. So he's placing a crap ton of HP burns, which is how he gets a ton of ignore defense from all of their passives, which is cool. Let's see if I can see it happen. It might not happen as much when we have block passive skills out there. Yeah, most of them have block passive skills right now. Just kidding, they all have block passive skills. I will say, I don't use my Carnage a ton. He's in one of my tag team arena teams. He's so good for Faction Wars. Like, as much as I love Volcanos and he might be my favorite champion in the game, Carnage might be the best champion for Faction Wars in this faction. He's so clutch. Kind of thought Gracchus might be up there, but I'm not feeling it right now. Lamas is awesome too. I mean, it's a good faction. It's a stacked faction. So there's Terminator. He didn't place any HP burn though. Just right here. Alright, Carnage died. Got distracted. Responded to Zico's or Zenchi's Discord message. Sucks that Duchess. Oh my gosh, Frolny, goodness gracious. Duchess's only heal is off of her. Revive. Do your worst, Frony. This has been a over 5-minute wave one. Killed himself because of his passive. Love that. A1ing until Duchess gets a revive back. So fun. We got 20 people here on Twitch. 2 and 8, so 30 on YouTube. We got just a little under an hour before we switch over to Arc Knights. But my thought process with doing the 2 streams is I know most of you guys come here for Raid, for Sam, the Raid man, after all. But I also want to be streaming these other things. I don't want to start like a new separate Twitch account. That's annoying. I'm already affiliate on here. Everything is already set up on here. So I think what makes the most sense is doing both. So if you guys want to keep your Raid streak alive, but you don't want to watch other games, then you can just come here, watch the Raid stream, then peace out. Or watch, 5 minutes, whatever it is that you want to do, like Dawn did. And no harm, no foul. But then, hopefully some of you guys will see Arc Knights, think it's cool, subscribe to the new YouTube channel, hang out, enjoy it, or we might play other games at some point too. Supposed to be, best of both worlds. That's the idea. So Elva's the big fear here. So we risk the weak hit to try and just get rid of her turn meter and her skills. She is nasty. Big 154 there. Let's go. Decreased defense was huge. Back. Where the handsome white dude's at? They're right here. I don't know if you guys saw that one video I made. I think the video topic was who... Yeah, Leo's here, don't worry. No, the video topic was who to 6-star next, I think. And so I opened the video with like a little quip, and it was like the second most common question I get is who should I 6-star next on my account? But the first most common question I get is, Sam, have you always been this attractive? To which I say, no, it required a lot of plastic surgery to get this look, which I thought was a really funny joke that I came up with. And then Hone came in, just wrecked me and said, you should ask for your money back. And so I cried myself to sleep that night. See, but at least Hone's response was funny. Yours is just mean. And a little funny. Hey, you guys want to, I don't know, stop? So annoying. Love True Fear. What a fun mechanic. Yeah, I feel bad. No, I didn't actually cry myself to sleep. It was funny. I wouldn't have brought it up if I didn't think it was funny. No, Glizzy should feel bad if anyone's feeling bad. Oh my gosh, True Fear. How fun. How fun that we took it to take our turn. I love that. Doesn't matter. Volcanoes will kill him all by himself. That's my king right there. There's a reason he is the account banner. 1 star. Let's go. There's a reason he's the spotlight. Love me some volcanoes. He's cracked. No, but when you ask where the handsome white dude's at, obviously I was going to say that it's me, but then when I said it was me, my brain went to Hone. And I knew that if I put myself up too high, it's going to tear me down. Dang. What's sad is we probably did this, I think. And we just did in 3-star. I don't think block revive would be an issue. I want to bring in another damage dealer. That's what I want. So, honestly, he's not really a damage dealer. But I might just do my Kymar just for AoEs and poisons on his A1. Because I don't feel like Rakos is doing a ton. Man is tweaking off Scarecrow's True Fear walk. I don't know if I quite understand what you're saying. If we're being honest. Raglan's another annoying champion. Galathir is probably the most annoying champion. I want to see some of these, like, the second someone gets Polera, I want to see their accounts. And I want to see, like, the teams that they used. Why? What happened? Oh, decreased turn meter didn't land. I was like, why did my Carnage get to go one time and not the next time? Dude, stop. Stop cleansing before my Carnage gets to go. What is happening? No, what is happening? Alright, I guess we'll sleep, everyone. Stop being annoying, Galathir. Weak hit. FML. Why is it 15 degrees in Texas? I have no idea, dude. That's brutal. It's 40 here. We're chilling. Not even that chilly. We're hanging. Alright, please sleep, Galathir. Thank the Lord. Crash out compilation is funny. My favorite. That's how I go to sleep every night. Who would build an Errol? That's crazy. Oh, I like how you didn't spread block passive skills. That's fun. Be a lot cooler if you did. Stop cleansing. Stop running 15 cleansers on this freaking team. I'm gonna scream. Okay. We're not running Lamassu. We're running a fast Umbral. I hate this game, dude. This is so stupid. That's a heat wave, my friend. Yeah, that's the weather they're dreaming of. Don literally had to go, like, prepare his house. All right. Sure hope that's fast enough. We're going to lose a teensy bit of speed. Yeah, let's do that. I'll ban. You can't ban Hone because he's a fellow moderator. All right. 2-turn provoke everywhere. Did not get feared. Wonderful. Or did not get resisted. Can I ban Leo? Well, there's two ways to look at that. Number one is you have the ability to ban Leo. The second one is you shouldn't, because Leo's here, active and fun. But technically, you can. But another thing to think about is if you misuse your powers, that's how you lose your powers, you know? Kind of like my Uncle Ben always used to say to me, with great power comes great responsibility. Don't forget Handsome. I did forget Handsome. I mean, you were right about him being here. Dude's always here, man. The real question is who has made me laugh more, Glizzy or Leo? I feel like 95% of the damage has just been HP burns. All right, that's an opinion. You send me memes, true. Most of them are liable to get me canceled, though. Lizzie, you can ban me from your stream next time so you feel better. True. That's exactly what he wants. Cleanser. So that's an issue. And Umbrella's dead. Love that. How fun. Ooh, 173. Ally attack. Just don't do the Duchess. Volcanoes is so filthy. Stay alive, Duchess. Stay alive. Up. Weak hit. Love it. Love it. Don't kill Duchess. All the memes that aren't okay for the Discord chat, exactly. I feel like there needs to be at least some level of filter of maybe I shouldn't send this to Sam either. I don't know. So we can't really afford the provoke because we need to save it for the next wave. We also can't afford for Duchess to die. Okay. All right, I think we're not great, but I think we're chilling. What are we supposed to do? Oh, block more revives. That's tough to do. Unless we brought in a Tyrant or someone who places the HP burn, that's going to be tough. Resisted. Is the Incarnate going to be annoying with this resist? Oh. Placing and spreading poisons is interesting. We have 0 HP burns out there. There are some HP burns. So now we can try and block some revives. One, two. Don't kill her. Let Volcanoes kill her. No, frick. Wait, we got it. Bet 3 stars. Love it. So we need 1. I don't know what that one is. That feels doable. Well, we bring in an Allure or a Stunner. 18 is definitely doable. 17, don't even talk to me. I hate that. That's also brutal, but it feels doable. That's doable. I think 15 stuns is tough. Who are my stunners in this faction? Or are we just doing stun set? Because if we're doing stun set, that sucks. Oh, Magnarn is A1. No. Interesting. So an AoE stun is big. We just have to pair it with Tyrant first, essentially. That's done on your A1. Okay. Doesn't feel great. Definitely feels like one of the factions I can get more success with. Buff or debuff duration. I have Wella. Saoirse. So it really feels like it's just Wella. I think we can do that though. And then Feral needs to be built. Okay. Party stat defense high. Two stone skin, 3 stone skin. How would he be in stone skin though? I don't really know. Feral ally attacker. What's his name? Grand Oak Padraig, he's built, okay. Built, you're not built. You're not built. Not even 2 pieces of instinct. Primary stat, attack percent, substat speed, crit rate. Well, that'll do. You're obviously built. You're built, okay. Does anyone hear about how I just died? And then we all collectively said no. You said, dang, okay. There you go. There's your answer. Ooh, I didn't think about you. So let's take Padraig out. I don't know if Kryden's built. Yeah, I like that. Okay. But no, of course we would love to hear how you almost just died. So that was 9. We need to over that over 3 times. Torlex here. What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. We got 12 more on YouTube. Brother, where from you are? Yosoy from Georgia. But I live in Alabama now. So the U.S., generally speaking, depends on what answer you're looking for, how specific you are. What about you, Miss Miso Kulik? Bro, I was like, it's getting really cold in here, and there's a funny smell. I turn over and my heater is off, and it's smoking. Like you can see the smoke. Jeez. Well, that's not good. My goodness. Crichton, I feel like he definitely needs to be faster. We're going to try it. At least through 2 waves. Can we get 20 through 2? Buffs. I think we have to freeze. But then you lose a buff on her. It's old, one of the $20 ones you get from Walmart. That's probably part of your problem. We only got 8 that time, so we need to cycle back and use it again, which is not ideal. I'm off to bed. See you, Zenchi. Thanks for hanging out, man. Torlik said, so I pulled about 40 promos, and that took me to my mercy. And pulled first mythical at 204 and got Frolny. My condolences, first of all. Frolny is definitely not the best, but congratulations on hitting a mythical. Frolny is good, just not as far as mythical goes. He's a little bit underwhelming. So, condolences? I was going to say condolences because it's half congratulations, half condolences, but how is the grind? Well, today we kind of got sidetracked and we're on the main account. But the free-to-play grind is good. It's just slow. Oops. Speaking of slow, I turned it to 1 speed. We're farming up our masteries for our 6 stars. So we have, and Harima, I guess. Cheshire Cat and Ezio are trying to get up to 6 their masteries. And I'm also trying to level up Ezio to 60. I just took him to 6 stars today. Harima's almost, not really. Cheshire's almost, not really. And then we're slowly farming up arena, but it is emphasis on super slowly farming up the arena. Resisted, not great. Lower your defense some. When we don't weak hit. Doesn't seem like she's built for damage, so that's good. Lower your speed some. It is interesting that I have 3 legendary champions who lower the stats of the enemy. Like he can lower your attack, she can lower your defense, and Cheshire Cat can lower your speed. I don't like it when the Mythical's 2 forms don't work together. Like for only 2 forms, different champs need fully different builds. I do agree with that. Typically what it seems like for the most part with champions like that is you just pick one and you use them in that form. So for example, I have Fjorad, who is like an amazing control champion in his primary form and a good damage dealer in his secondary form, and I just use him as a control champion. So he's just super fast, super high accuracy, nothing else. We don't care about anything else. Slowly rotting Gru with the follow. Thank you, I appreciate that. She built? Why is she so slow? None of us are fast. I don't think she's built. I felt like a base speed Cassandra. Oh, also got a third War Mother along the way. Yeah, I pulled a duplicate Legendary on my main account with my Primal pulls. Not as bad as War Mother, but not super helpful either. Alright, so we basically just need 2 more buff extensions, which is not much at all. Because I think what can happen is if you get like the mastery, like when he places it, that can extend it. Yeah, he just got it, I think. So the mastery, it's like you can lasting gifts. That's what it's called. When you place a buff, it can be on for a longer turn, like 3 instead of 2, or 4 instead of 5, whatever, or 4 instead of 3. Then I think that counts as a buff extension. Boom. Bingo, bango. Easy 3 stars there. So we 3-starred all the way through 13. Can we 3-star through 14? Probably not. Feels like we probably want to get rid of Cryoden and bring in Padraig for the boss, or Glysad. At the end of the month, are we free to go to other clans? Yeah. I mean, I think that's sad, but yeah. I think is limiting enough, and we're getting to the point where like the bosses that I'm fighting aren't even getting completely beaten, so that's frustrating. I know it's frustrating for other people too. Nice, getting controlled there is pretty tough. That's like the last champion who'd want to get controlled. Eternally my clan. I'm in free to play clans. I love your clan. No, yeah, for the free to play challenge, I think we're all going to be. Most of us will be leaving our clans. I'll probably keep our clan, but like today, I got an application. Someone's like, "Hey, I started a free to play account with Xenomorph. Can I join?" And I'm like, "Nope," because you have Xenomorph, which means you did not start in 2026. So eventually, you can just be a free to play players hanging out. But what do we have to beat this in? 150 turns. Really need nice to be popping off here. Like that. Way to pop off. On command, my dude. I think I might be able to use Frony to deal with Nice and Siegfried, but I need like Empress to go before, move the Stone Skin, then use Frony A2, which he can do 2 times. Procs passive, and he steals buffs and such. Okay. Well, Lisa, I think I can fork you Ultra Nightmare on your free-to-play account? That would be incredible. Fine. None of you guys are doing anything. Stop. Okay, resisted is big. That's crazy, Leo. What is your team? I didn't know it was that good. That's nuts. I'm jealous. Alright, I'd like to be through here any minute now. Arma to Hanorok, Tagoar, Venomage, Ezio. Wow. So no crazy pulls or anything, just your starter champions. That's awesome, dude. I wish I remembered what this boss does, but I don't. Black buffs, almost always. Didn't get feared, we love that. Okay, solid damage. Could use a big heal, perfect timing. I think we should try and hit with the boss. Does he? think we just keep going to the boss. That's true. He could join your regular clan. We're getting dangerously close to 150. I guess we could try and freeze one of the side guys. That could be helpful. That's such big damage. No, we didn't even get it. Big heal. Keeps yourself alive. Man, it's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close. Feels like more accuracy on Eastrid could have been helpful. Have you, slowly rotting Grew, have you messed with Wixwell teams? My friend, I have messed with Wixwell teams more than you could possibly imagine. For hundreds of hours, I have messed with Wixwell teams. Welcome, Guru. Here's our revive. Stop that. Come on. We're running out of time. Come on. Maybe we take Fearful out of this. Kill him. Oh, he's so close. I think we're good, though. Nice. 141. Look at that 3-star. That's what I'm talking about. Back-to-back 3 stars. And we didn't have to like change any crazy builds. Beat the stage with all champions alive. I think that's fine. No, it says, and if Sam hasn't done it, I have. Yeah, that's a very common team. I have a team that does 1 key nightmare, ultra nightmare, but want more damage to raise the other players to a 2 reward status. Gotcha. Yeah. Do you have? Obviously, you have Wixwell. What damage are you trying to use? Look at that damage. You're in faction wars right now. So you're saying you can't pull it up? That's fine. I'm in no rush. All right. That was some damage. You're good. No rush, Brew. Heal reduction would be nice here, if we're being honest. Freeze would be nice here. Okay. Feels like we're going to do most of our healing to get back. Hello there. Crime Fighting Beaver is here. All right, I think we can A1 to death. Get over our abilities back. All right, cool. I think Nye should have his reversal back in case we want to switch him back. When we want to switch him back, because we do. Crixia is a nightmare. All right, provokes on everyone except for Candrafon. I don't think will be an issue because I don't think he's gonna be able to hit that hard. Yeah, not too bad. Big heal. So Sibyl's an issue, and Crixia is an issue. Crixia is not an issue at the moment. Duchess can become an issue. Nice. She went for the veil instead. Love that. Totally makes sense why you would. Croatia, but I work in Germany. Nice, Misko. I have flown through Germany, but I've never really spent time in either country. All right, we'll have to see what she can do to us. More than I would prefer. Okay. Didn't wreck us too much. Ooh. She tanked that like crazy. Freeze? Question mark? No. Okay. Golly, she's tanky, dude. This is kind of nuts. Ooh, hello. Hello. All right, let's try and steal some turn meter, maybe. Golly. That should be almost a full heal. Okay. All right, wasted some of our abilities, but so far, nobody has died. That's the biggest thing. Rhodos, that's an issue. Heraclides is an issue. The worst champion in the game, Ultimate Death Knight, he's an issue. I hate that champion. So toxic. Block buffs will be helpful. Just focus on getting UDK and Siffy down. Fear is not super helpful. Neither is that, dude. Okay. Going straight to UDK. There's all of our buffs. Yep. Yep. This is not going great. Okay, that one didn't wreck us too bad. Heraclides and Rhodos are the only major damage dealers to consider. Terrible luck with the fear there. Oh, my Lanta. You suck. So, we bring Cryodan back in, I think, instead of Feral. Because Ferals are nice to have, but not doing that much. You said Wixwell, Brognus, Valerie, Mr. T, and Anchorite. I get 400 to 500,000 in Nightmare. I assume you mean million, and 200 million in Ultra Nightmare. But yeah, with Mr. T. So we don't talk about that champion by name because Sam, I sadly do not have him. So we always jokingly call him Mr. T. But yes, absolutely, we can get you to do more than that. So the best way to help accomplish that, no, you're good. It's mostly a joke, so don't worry about it at all. The best way to accomplish that is to message me on Discord. Ooh, let's go. Lot Goat is raiding with a party of 12. Let's go. Shout out to Lot Goat, man. What were you guys doing in y'all stream? Y'all hanging out? Y'all playing raid? Welcome along, everyone. We've been bouncing back and forth between free-to-play and passing it along, dude. Let's go, man. I love it. We've been bouncing back and forth between the free-to-play, slowly grinding there, and the main account where we're doing some hard faction wars. Very, very different grinds between the two accounts. Sure was. All the dailies just hanging out. Nice, man. Nice. Love to hear it. Don't don't see a ton of Skeletors in the arena nowadays. This feels like a very dated account. I hate Loki, yet another annoying toxic champion. Let's go. I don't trust that team. That feels like the only safe one, which is sad. Form a little more minnow for these guys. And then that's back to this account. A1 here. Basically, the goal is to kill everyone except for Eric's, have him last standing. I think Kryden will be the key here. For that last wave. Rotos is going to be obnoxious always, especially when Sify's on the team. But I think a freeze would be big for you. There we go. There's the freeze. So we can just A1. And then we'll switch forms. Nice to get more damage. Decrease speed is big. Yeah, say if Glasshead doesn't get a freeze, then we should get one from Kryden for sure. A lot good. I just followed you on Twitch. I don't think we've rated you before. Try and always rate someone when stream ends, unless it's like crazy late or there's no one streaming. I don't know if I've seen your name on there before. Do you have a schedule where you normally stream? Or when you normally stream? Should be enough. Nice. Alright, so far so good. We'll start with the switch and the CC. 1 week hit. Not the end of the world. Not great, but perfect. Slowly riding Gru with the Prime sub. Shout out. Thank you, my man Gru. I appreciate that. That is very awesome, and it means the world. Thank you. Time for Duchess and Crixie to start being annoying again. Ooh, forgot about Helicat. Time for Helicat to start being annoying too. But that will counter a little bit of how annoying. Almost. Big resist there hurts. The Istrid's gear is definitely not amazing. Frozen. Yeah, provide 1 death. I was worried about that. Just lower some health a little bit. Helicath's gonna start his counterattacking shenanigans. I guess we could try and freeze Helicath. That could be helpful. Not too bad of a hit there. Try and freeze everyone, honestly. That would be wonderful. Nice. Easter and Noella do pair very well together with like the turn meter increase and the heals. Dead. Oh, also, Nandara said strong opponent. Yeah, it's some of these waves are pretty insane. Deal AoE damage. Crixie was pissing me off last time, but so far I don't know if she's had a turn. That helps. Helicath. Nice. Cataphrons are like the only one who can actually do enough damage to really become a problem. So now we get all of our abilities back. All right, here we go. Increase resistance. I think I will go with the decreased turn meter because I'm hoping we can also get a freeze off on everyone, and that will be enough control. Okay, we did freeze everyone. More turn meter is huge. That's about as good of a start as we can ask. And then instead of trying to control, we can just try and damage Siphi as much as we can. Because she is the issue. We have multiple issues, but she is the issue. Now we switch forms. I think we buff ourselves first. Obviously, Roto's still going to do Roto's things. Guess a block buff champion could have been helpful. But no, we should have provoked first, because now he has block debuffs. Well, we will see what happens. Doesn't feel great. Yep, that's not awful. Just trying to stay alive and eventually kill. Oof. Eventually kill Siphi. Heal reduction on Eastrid is not great. Okay, that didn't wreck us. That's big. I don't love this. I don't feel great right now. Okay, Rotos is dead. Maybe I should have froze there. Freaking UDK being annoying. Please freeze everyone. Please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. Big heal. No, she's got stupid heal reduction on from freaking Morrigan. What a frustrating fight. They just choose such annoying champions to put in there at the end just to make me mad. That took me like 10 minutes to get there. Oh, my Lanta. Love this content. The most fun, most compelling content in the game. Fan-frickin-tastic. Oh, no, yeah, I agree. It's got to be 400 million. No way with a Wixwell Brockney team, he's got 400,000 damage. You wouldn't even be fighting Nightmare if that's all you could do. Million. Yeah, it had to be. Guru, are you in the Discord? I feel like I've seen your name in there before. Unless I have multiple Gurus, which I guess is possible, even though that seems a little unlikely. We get 2 or 3 days ago. Okay. Then yeah, I think I have seen your name. Have we messaged? I apologize if I don't remember. I message a lot of people. I don't think so. Maybe I just saw you're in the chat. All right, once we finish this, we're going to switch over to Arknights. Yeah, for anyone who just joined stream from Lotgoat's stream, we're starting or just started a second account on Arknight's Infield. So we're going to play some of that for the second half of the stream. Chat and threads, no DM. Gotcha. Lovely. Yep, Crixia's going off. That's fine. It's fine. I don't mind a slow and steady fight here. Unless we're dying. Ugh, I mind it a little bit more now. Forgot how annoying Helicath is. It does feel like they were grabbed, like, who are some of the most annoying champions in PvE, and then put them here. And I guess there's no Torments and Hilvies. So that's something to be grateful for. Yeah, block buffs. There's no reason trying to buff us. It would just be a teeny tiny turn meter gain. That's it. I would like to freeze. Helicath. You're being hella annoying. Just a turn meter fill. We can freeze. We'll be here for a little while. I knew we ran the risk of getting weak hit there, but still felt worth it. Big heal. Keep us all topped off in case Candy comes in and gives it a nasty little double tap. Like that. Not too nasty, though. Alright, please don't play Survive on Death. That would be annoying. Trying to keep this one faster than 4 minutes. Cool. So we start with a freeze, or start with control, then freeze, and then when we come back to him, we don't buff, we just provoke. That's what we learned last time. So same thing we started with: increase turn meter, decrease turn meter, double turn. Ooh, interesting. That's fine. We'll start with a provoke. Increase speed, extra turn meter, increase speed, extra turn meter. Ooh, can we kill Rhodos? Be awful clutch if we could. Let's go. He's not even gonna get that extra turn. Okay. Nice with the heal reduction, but there's our freeze. This is feeling much better. Yeah, this is feeling much better. Heracles still there. Could be an issue. Got rid of his heal reduction, so that's gone. So if he can't revive, because he's... Or no, he's not. He could revive, because he's not block revived. Okay. Don't wreck anybody here, okay? Not too bad. Alright, so if he's dead... This is feeling good. Just need this guy, Heracles, not to ruin our night. It's just Glycad that's a concern. Alright, let's switch forms and nuke with this one. Let's go! 3 stars! Some spiteful remains. That feels like pretty good progress. Wait, it wasn't Demon Spawn. Sylvan. We're 3-starred through 15. 6 more? I mean, feels solid. Okay. Tap back over to the free-to-play. Check for more arena fights. I probably do this 100 times a day. Damn, I barely have stars on normal faction wars. Yeah, but I mean, I'm coming up on 6 years in the game, Leo. I try to beat all the... Ooh, that's a lot power. I try to beat all the content in the game. And I'm earning towards a mythical, even if it's going to be a long, long time. I want to. What's up, Celsidine? How's it going? I don't know what OL means, but how long did it take you to get Lydia? I don't remember. Definitely over a year for sure. I do remember Skinwalkers was my last faction. I remember that much. Okay, well, yeah, we are going to switch over to Arc Knights. Just to give everyone a heads up. Feel free to drop, obviously, if you guys don't care. But I am making content on there, so my shameless little self-plug. If you guys want to follow me on my new channel, that would be awesome. Trying to get that one off the ground, and we are not doing great so far. But it could be. It'd be helpful if any of you guys went over there and subbed, maybe watch a video or two, or make another video tonight, or just hang out. Maybe, check the game out, see what you think. I'm having a blast. I think the game is cool. Hopefully you guys will see that and think similarly. Oh, I need to change the Twitch settings. I don't know what to call the stream, for being honest. Category, Arc Knights Infield, 22.4 thousand viewers. I can only imagine. Okay, yes, it is Arc Knights Infield, Leo. The new one that just came out. And I know I'm his one follower. Exactly. Thank you. I know Hone watched some of my videos, or at least opened them, and then commented on them, which was very helpful. If I look over there, my whopping successful account, 6 subscribers. 1 is me, 1 is my wife, so 4, and 1 is Hone. And my video from this morning got 11 views, 14 views, and 19 views. So we are booming. But hopefully some of you guys can help out as well. Obviously, if you don't care at all and you won't watch it, then don't. Look, it looks cool. I'll download it too. Nice. Yeah, I think it's fun. It's free, so that's cool. And you get like a decent amount of stuff for free. So my first video, I talked about re-rolling. And I re-rolled 3 times, which at the time felt like a waste because it's like 35 minutes per re-roll. Because it just takes forever to get through the tutorials. And I didn't pull anybody crazy, so the next day I was like, whatever, I'll just play. And I did pull a 6-star, but he was one of the sucky ones. And, but then every day you get more login stuff, right? So these are how you pull champions. You do what's called headhunting. And these are the big ones. These chartered HH permits, and you pull for this chick. I pulled 2 6-stars, basically. I pulled Ember, and then I pulled Leviton, and on different accounts, because each account you get new stuff, or new, like, think about it like shards. Like, day 2 you get a sacred shard for every account. So I pulled all my sacred shards or whatever, and then I finally got Leviton, who's super good. Alright, so I need to use a fitting unit. So this is the part I'm learning about now, because I think this is interesting, where it's like automation part of this. So I'm building a factory, essentially. LO rerolled this game like 15 times and never got a single 6-star, because that is so unfortunate. See, I rerolled 3 times, so I had 4 counts, and I just like pulled on each of them. And on day 2, I got an Ember and a Leviton and a Pog. doesn't matter how much we watch or just open them helps for YouTube. Do you see time? Yes, I do see time. That's not a big deal, but yes, like technically one of the metrics that YouTube looks at is your average watch time. So if you watch it from start to end, then that means you're more like engaged in it. So if it's a more engaging content, they're more likely to push it out to other people. What do I need to bring in? I need to bring in amethyst fiber, which is coming from this will just be easier. And then we can stash this. So what do I need? Gotcha, there we go. Okay. I always open yours, but when I work, I wait until later. I normally watch them later, but don't know if it matters. Yeah, it's not a big deal, especially on the main account. I'm not worried about it because on the main account, enough people are watching that honestly, if it's a good video, it gets views. But if you're like one of the first people watching a video, if you watch it like just off the notification or when it just drops, technically, if you're trying to be helpful, then yes, like watching it fully does make a big difference. Now, so I just need to connect this now. No, wait, that was wrong. That's so annoying. Okay, and then control this output to becoming amethyst. And then control this to go back. And we should do it this way. So we can add other things into these other inputs. So yeah, I think this is the most interesting part. Like I'm building a factory. So this is where all the time my resources and power and stuff is stored. So I'm setting it to send something into here, refines the amethyst and amethyst powder, amethyst powder into amethyst parts, which is pretty cool. It's definitely a little complicated because I've basically already got it over here. And I have more amethyst parts than I need, but for whatever reason, it's teaching me how to use all the different machines. So that's why it wants me to do it this way. And I'll put them in the backpack. Dang it, guys. We are 2 hours into stream, and nobody told me the music wasn't working. Just sitting here listening to this music, and you guys didn't. This guy is my least favorite character in the game. The owl dude. He's just got a terribly annoying voice. As you were talking about earlier, there's a ton of yapping. Your music to our ears. Well, thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Does it matter what speed you view at, or just as long as you view? I don't think it matters. I think it's based off of duration of the video. So I think even if you watch it on like 2x. That's a good question though. Because if you watch like it's a 6-minute video and you watch it in 3 minutes, does that mean you get 3 minutes of view time or 6? Yes, watching speed directly affects average view duration and total watch time on YouTube. Increasing the playback speed reduces the total time. Okay. Now we know. Again, not a big deal. If you want to watch it on 2x speed or 1.5x speed, does not bother me at all. The fact that you're watching it is support enough. So we're helping them build this stuff to like Uugo. Dude, I'm not worried about it, man. I just appreciate any support you guys are giving me. Honestly, this guy's annoying too. So these are two of the most annoying champions or characters. I want to say champions because I'm so like raid, like it's just in my brain. But yeah, I guess they're operators or characters. Vika said, I need to grind this game more, but I played on mobile and it heats my phone up kind of quick. I got like an hour to put my phone down. Dang. Yeah, I can't even imagine playing this game on mobile. I think that's what we were talking about earlier. But yeah, I totally get that. My phone gets hot playing games too much too. No, I'm slowing you down to like 0.5 a lot. Drunk Sam is funny. That's funny. That's hilarious. Do it, Sammy will laugh. Okay. Well, I got one new subscriber. It doesn't say who. Subscribe to the new channel, but thank you. Alright, I'm gonna pull up one of my videos. Also, look at this. I'm getting a Arc Knights ad. Alright, so settings. Oh, well, let me do that here.
What is up, guys? It is Sam the Raid Man, and for an in-game whale like me,
I hate this. I hate this already.
Of the year, of the month, of
I sound so stupid.
2x on Prime.
Oh my gosh. I don't sound drunk. I sound
Of epics, legendaries, and
different.
champions. Only a 65% chance for rare, 32% chance for epic is pretty good. It was basically 1 in 3.
This is what I sound like in my head a lot of times. I'm like, I have to slow down talking so fast. This is for people to listen. So I need to stop yapping and running my mouth so fast.
For mythical, so this is like double ancients when you're trying to get legendary. It's now double primals trying to get a mythical. Because I have amazing news.
0.25 is hilarious. I can't do this anymore. Dude, that's so funny. That's painful, but that is hilarious. All right, and let me get the music back. That's so funny, though. I'm glad you said that. I would never have thought of it. All right, that's enough. I'm skipping this. Boo, boring, boo. All right, authority level. Makes sense. Makes sense. Got it. The roads are out. Uh-oh, sounds like this is hitting a little too close to home. Sounds like real life. Interesting. So we have a lot of different quests you need to work on. I want to say that might be the end of like the tutorial because it's giving us more open-ended options now. Like you can choose your mission. All right, so let's see what do we got. This. Nope, that's not what I meant to press. How do I use that? What was that thing that they just said to use? Haunted, I got your pulled the best operator on 0.5, so you have to see if it matters on watch time. I guess it'll just be like worth 2 views. Yeah, exactly. But also views are weird because my brother, when I was first starting YouTube, he was like, I can just put it in like an incognito window and just set it on replay a ton of times, and it counted as 1 view. So I'm not sure. It's interesting. My wife just texted me and said, "Are you drunk?" I'm assuming maybe she watched part of the stream or was watching. Again, she is one of my 7 subscribers. So maybe she just heard me talking in that voice. Oh, one comment says drunk Sam. Nice. So she saw your comment. That's hilarious. That's so funny. So we basically got like the main spotlight champion. Yes, cancel. I don't want that. Like the progressive chance if you think about that. And so now we're just saving up for the next one. Here it is. How do I use it though? We have some ice cream. That's helpful. I have no idea. How do I use this? Placed in the valuable stash, which I know it's over here, but it doesn't tell me how to use it. Is it in the technology tree? Oh, I see it. Basic AIC 2. Boom. There we go. Okay, I don't really care about all this just now. I'm not going to do every single tutorial in the game. So these are interesting. Let's see if I can go find one. This is like technology points, basically, that you unlock. And let's see if I can see one in the distance. I want to show you what they look like. They're things you discover around the world to get tech points, but they're really funny. Let's see any though. There's one. Oh, come on. Don't make me run around. It's here. A wacky, inflatable, wavy armed tubed. I don't even know what they're called. Wacky, inflatable, wavy armed. I don't even know what you call them. But basically, these are data things, and you go collect them, and they explode in excitement. Pause. That's how you get new tech points. Because I saw them all around the map, I'm like, what are these things? And that's what they are. Okay, thermal banks I've seen in part of the YouTube videos I've watched are super important. You can fight some bad guys, so you guys can see the combat. These guys are super low level, so they'll die like instantly. Ouch, okay. But we can summon some bad guys here, and they'll be a little more difficult. Or could be very difficult, who knows? Depends on what level they are. Ooh, 35 is serious. Ooh, I just took a big hit. Goodness gracious. Ouch. You be careful so I don't die here. Hold in chat. Gotta lock in for a second. Oh gosh. Stop. These guys, these little dudes on the side are wrecking me right now. Oh, it's a wrong button. I'm literally almost dead. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. I'm dead. Frick. I mean, we still have 3 operators, so we're not out of the fight, but that is very annoying. And you are not who I want to be. I do think part of my issue with this game is I'm colorblind, and a lot of the like impending, hey, you're about to take damages are red. So I don't see them very well. Oh my gosh, I am getting wrecked. All right. Now I'm dead too. Awesome, which means we're really toast now. Yeah, we're just toast. Can you leave this? That's sad. So yeah, I'm still learning, obviously. Colorblind. She knows. Do they have an alternate color scheme? That's something I should look up, Gru. Because that would be helpful. Fortnite does, that's why you asked? Okay. Alright, Alright, so we got my people back. Alright, so I want to get rid of all these dots for new things we've done. Alright, so we completed this mission, which means we got 10 more of these guys, so we can pull 10 more. I think that means we get a weapon. Alright, so let's see. So what we're looking for here, again, is a color thing, but we're looking for a 6-star operator. 5 stars are good, but we want a 6-star. So when I pull this handle down like halfway, it's going to glow. To me, I think the options are purple, yellow, and red, and we want red. Yellow's fine, purple's bad. I could be wrong because I am colorblind. I think that's red. It's definitely not purple. So I think this means you're getting a 6-star. I'm not going to look at Chad in case I'm wrong, but we will see. I'm excited. At least it's a 5-star because it's 4 stars. If it was only, it's 10 operators. If they were all 4 stars, it would be purple. I know that. So you at least have a 5-star, but I think we might have a 6-star in here. I'm really trying hard not to look at Chad. 4-star. We don't care. That's fine. There's 10 again, so we don't really care about the 4s. I have all the 4s. There's a 5-star. We already have Chin, but that's not bad. We can upgrade our current Chin. I'm really hoping we're going to see a 6-star in here. 4-star. There's a 6-star. Let's go. Who do we got? Who do we got? All right. It's Pog. So this guy, that you guys, I assume, aren't super familiar, everyone makes fun of him. And he's the one I pulled on my first account. He's my first 6-star. But now I have 2. So I don't know how good he is. Everyone makes fun of him. That's all I know. So I'm excited that we do have him now as an option in case he is good and better than I thought. So now we have this reward. I'm going to wait for this because I need to do some research. It guarantees you a 6-star weapon. I want to make sure I get a good 6-star weapon. So that's what it's telling me. We're holding off on these. 12 headhunting attempts to get a free 10x. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Does that go away? Or can I do that at another time? I'm so confused, guys. All right, so that's done. Weekly routine. Okay. So that was exciting. Got another 6-star. We've had great luck at pulling 6 stars. So now all my new champions have trainings that I can run through if I want to. If I want to learn how to play as those champions. More free rewards. Love that. Oh, we completed all of that node. Let's go. It's like unlocked like a new set of challenges, basically. Create and save 1 blueprint. That's not hard. Can do that pretty easily. Hone AFK for a bit. No worries, dude. So I need to create a blueprint. F1. How do I create a new blueprint? Select facilities. It doesn't have to be a good blueprint. Just any kind of blueprint is what they said. So let's see if that counts. I hate this stupid caps lock thing. I don't like that that's a commandable option. Nice, that did count. And then we complete this whole node to get all of this stuff. I mean, like the next node, that's huge. More and more missions equals more and more free stuff. All right, we can't do that just yet. So F7, let's go to the battle pass. Nope, that's not the battle pass. That's more pools. F9, same thing. B, we got new crafting things unlocked. I'm telling you guys, this game is there's so much going on everywhere. You should try World of Warcraft. I'm sure it has a colorblind setting. You could also play TFT. There's some Warcraft 3 mods you'd be bound to enjoy. Pog looks cool. I also think Pog looks cool. I honestly think he looks cooler than Leviton. So she is like the #1 champion that everyone wants, or operator everyone wants. But I don't think she looks near as cool. I think Anti looks cool. And yeah, I think Pog looks way cooler. But I don't know why they don't like him. I guess maybe a lot of people don't like him because he's not like as, I don't know, anime-esque. But yeah, World of Warcraft, I've played a little bit back in high school, but it's been a long time. Very, very different than what I'm used to playing, though. So then Chen we can upgrade because we have a duplicate of her. Which will help because we're using her currently. Okay, go to the quarry. That's a teleport point, so I want to go capture that. So go to the hub base and go south. Good night. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate the support. So it's this way, I think, along the road. An arsenal engineer. Need more weapons? Of course. I don't think I need any of these weapons, though. These all seem bad. That's sad. Got excited. I do need to create some explosives. I saw another TikTok, or not TikTok, it's YouTube short about that, about how you can like carry explosives with you, which will help you like unlock and beat a lot of puzzles, like unlock areas you can't have access to that you wouldn't have had before. Exactly. Should we make some explosives? They're super fun to mess around with. All right. The people have spoken. Boom, boom, explosives. I'll do what I can to keep you guys entertained. I'm gonna assume I don't know if I know the formula to it. Molding unit? No. That makes gear. I don't have one of these, so we can see what it does. Okay, so that's not what we're looking for. I don't want to have to Google this. I want to figure it out. Fitting unit can make parts. What else can you make, though? All right, we're giving up Googling it. All right. I don't think they're really unlocked yet. So we need acatine seeds, umbraline, citrome, buckflower. So I don't have any acatine seeds. Sure, we could find them. That's not the issue part. Rare them into, grind them into powder, then add those purple chips in the packaging machine. My little bro loves gotchas and loves Nikki. I don't know if it had the strategic depth of raid. Yeah, I don't think much has a strategic depth of raid. But, I mean, obviously some things do. But this game, does seem to have a lot of depth in terms of like at least the automation part of things. So I don't think I have the packing unless it's the molding unit. So I can find some explosives and show you, but I guess I can't create them yet, which is sad. Press the wrong button. What's going on? There's definitely another one. I don't want to just go there. Because some of my favorite content so far has been you find explosives and then just like throw them down on people. Ooh, there's also like a little mini boss over here that when I first discovered him, he absolutely wrecked me, but I think now I'm strong enough. I should be able to beat him. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Okay, so that's still working. Yeah, this dude. His comment says, Happy Beast. Yeah, he's level 20 and we were facing him at level 0, so there was no shot we were going to beat him. He was basically one-shotting us. We've already been hit twice and are chilling in terms of health. Didn't see that move coming. Oh, I need to check for colorline mode, Sam. Don't forget. He's almost dead. Nice. Never got below half health. Love it. And that gives us 2 chests we can get to. Just exciting to beat a boss that you die to. Mini boss. Not even really a boss. Decent amount of rewards too. 3 chests. Goodness gracious. It was really worth beating then. Including 15 ore barrel. And we leveled up. Ore barrel is kind of like gems where you can convert them into shards or pools. Love it. Look closely above. Good stuff. This reminds me of Elden Ring back in the day, where you could leave notes for people. I think there actually is good stuff here, because I already went. And that's when I found that little boss dude and died. Yeah, it's all gone. Alright, bombs. That's what we're looking for. Want to find bombs and throw them on top of bad guys. Let's see if I see any explosives over there. I don't. Oh, we can grab this. Some more tech points. Obviously, this is a tech point. What else would this be? Packaging tech. Look at that. Packaging unit unlocked. You now have production formulas for explosives. Alright, if we don't find them quickly, we'll go. Because there are just explosives sitting out in the wild. Don't want to kill myself on accident. Yeah, we'll go make some, because I want to make them in general. They're good to have. Okay, so now we should have a new... Do not like that top-down view. That's not what I'm trying to do. Packaging unit. All right. Makes sense. And I would like to make industrial explosives. So I need amethyst parts and acatine powder. Amethyst parts are easy-ish. So then make a... Wait, no, here, dang it. Okay, that's fine. And this needs to be sending out. Just, oh, we do have acatine, but we need to make it turn into powder. Amethyst parts. Okay. And then B, I want to go find my acatine. I think there's someplace I believe that shows you where to find it on the... Where is it? Is it not in my backpack? I need to move this into my backpack, I guess. I don't know why I would need to do that. I feel like I should be able to shred it from here. But either way. Get at least 3 of these. Create a new bomb. Or create however many bombs it'll let me. Oh boy. So then... Dang it, I just realized I put this here and I don't want it to be here. Is this going to stop me from doing this? This is unpowered. That's what I'm talking about, where it's just there's so much stuff that I'm just not thinking about all of it. Okay. Acatine powder. We can probably stop this. Because we've got like 42 things over here and not enough. Claim all. Okay, now where are they at? Where are my bombs at? That's the depot. There they are. Okay, so escape to cancel. I don't know how to like equip them regularly. But we now have 2 bombs. So we'll go find someone to use those on. What is this stuff? Switch is not connected to the power grid. And I don't feel like connecting it to the power grid. Oh wait, is this mine? Then yes I do. Because it's right here. So now I can't complain. So there's 3 of those somewhere. And if we find them all, they open a chest. One, 2. Not seeing a 3rd one. Here's the chest. Oh, it's in here. How do you get in here? bit of a puzzle aspect to it. Do I need to plug this thing up too, or is this already on the grid from what I just did? Nice. Is that it? Let's go. Unlocking successful. 100 of those is nice. And an epic weapon. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Like that. I like free stuff. Only issue that well, not the only issue, one of the main issues I'm facing is I'm unlocking stuff too fast. And I don't mean that as like a flex, I just mean like I am very confused. Like I'm unlocking so much stuff and I don't have time to review it all, or the energy to review it all. So that I'm unlocking all this technology that I don't know how to control. Here we go. I didn't even need to create my own. Here's some explosives, Leo. So that I saw, that was on the video actually. Like that's how it was like, hey, you need to have explosives so you can get through traps like these. And that was the example they gave. But I will throw them at some people too. I just think that one right there doesn't have any enemies. What am I supposed to be finding? Oh, repair. Didn't bring any of that stuff. I don't know what the purpose of repairing this is. All of this is damaged. Interesting. Yeet. Alright, let's go to wherever we need to be. Way down here. Let's see another one of those little things. I think I spot some goodies over there. Is this the direction I'm supposed to be going? Kinda. It's that way now. So speaking of explosives, this is an explosive wall. So let's grab one of the two that we made, use. Throw it at the wall, let's go. We found a little secret base. So far everyone's dead, that's interesting. I feel like we're about to, this hostile poses a significant threat. Are we about to fight a boss? Oh my lord. Well, I don't know if we're ready for this, but you know what? Here we are. Probably makes sense to focus on one of them at a time. I feel like these projectiles are at least a little easier to see. So I'm having a much better time trying to dodge them. Some of them. I say that as I get knocked to below half health. But that guy's dead, so that's big. So we've eliminated one enemy already. Didn't avoid that one. That's one of her coolest abilities, I think. Like that giant vertical gout of flame. Alright, it's getting better. Last guy. These guys are level 35, so I thought we were in trouble, but because we died to level 35 guys earlier, but fingers crossed. Oh, there's another one. Still, 2 is not too bad. Oop, we unlocked her ult, which is like one of the best abilities in the game. Oh, there's more people, that's why. But she does massive AoE damage. So this is fantastic. Although she is taking a crap ton of damage. I need you to stay alive, stay alive. Okay, we're going to switch over to Inmin. Trying to make sure she stays alive. I'd much rather her be my primary, but I'd more importantly rather her stay alive. Ooh, that one hurt big. So that's the ability that's wrecking me. If I let it like double hit me, I'm just toast. And Leviton is dead. So we just need to get out of the range of that. Okay, do a ton of damage while he's down. We just lost our main damage duo in Leviton. So see, when it's one boss like or one enemy like that and the little red circle pops up, I can see it to a dodge. It's when there's 8 and they're throwing little projectiles at me and I'm looking at this guy and I'm looking at that guy. And I'm standing on green grass where the red is harder to see. I do not do well. We're literally just doing 0 damage. Like almost negligible damage. Feels like we're playing better and doing less damage. Okay, below a quarter health. Just spamming moves. So, not to show how good I am at the game, but this does show how good Leviton is, because without her, we are buns. We do is next to no damage. Alright, so I'm just staying clear of all of that. This homeboy's stuck in the ground, so I'm just waiting until I'm not going to be in danger here. His ult does no damage compared to Leviton's. Sad, I was about to get a big hit in. Don't know if we need to use an ult yet. Nice. Oh, I thought you were dead. Now you're dead. That was a nidworm. So hopefully we get good stuff from that. It's a lot of stuff. I don't know how good all of it is. Decent amount of XP. Hope that's the only boss in the area. If there's more, then I'm in trouble. Okay. That was like a pretty serious fight, especially for such an early level area. So there's another explosive one we can use. It's not that big of a deal, we just don't do a lot of damage. So we need to go to a teleport point and get Leviton back. These guys are low level, so it's just, we're not going to die, it's just slow. Okay. Cheers, nice, helpful. Up front, good stuff. Interesting. Up front, good stuff. What do you think that means? All right, Leviton's back. So it's a cool little area, but that's clearly not the direction we're meant to go. There's another chest. Garden shop owner? Can you sell me the little Hecatine? Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Different kind of stuff. Prize exchange? I don't know what this means. I have no idea what's a good price and if that's useful or not. Bakery owner? What is this game, dude? I just see free stuff, so I take it. What am I supposed to buy from the bakery? Baked goods? Alright, new area. Mountainside Trail of the Hub. I already immediately see a secret route. That is one of the coolest things I think about this game is there's so much like explorable areas. And if you just like take a turn, there's going to be stuff over there, and almost for sure there's going to be resources and rewards over there for you to find, discover. I just don't have a explosive to get through there. I kind of thought there'd be an explosive around here earlier. Whenever there was an explosive area, like something you had to use an explosive to get through, there was an explosive barrel nearby. But now I think they're expecting you to be creating it yourself. Fair, but sad. This gate leads to the Upbury Quarry. Well, that's good. That's good. That's where we're going. So I would hope so. All right, more yapping, more dialogue. Also, for whatever reason, your character doesn't say his lines. Like they didn't get like a voice actor for him or something, which is weird. But then he has like quips and like one-line dialogue in game. All right, what else do we got? That's our 6-star weapon. That's our 6-star weapon. B, we should have a new crafting guide. For the manual. All right, so I think we're going to pull some just because I'm tired of these red dots and I'm a little confused. When it says urgent recruitment, 12 more to get a free 10. So let's pull 12. What do you enjoy most about this game? I think right now it's probably just exploring, like finding stuff, like opening crates and loot feels rewarding to me. And then, so I don't know what color this is glowing. That looks like yellow. So I think we're getting a 5-star and no 6-star, which is cool. Yeah, we got a 5-star snowboarding girl, snow shine, nice. And then 2 more of these, and then we get purple means a 4-star. And then I think I would say graphics are beautiful, world is beautiful. The factory stuff is cool. I'm a little overwhelmed, but I think like the automation and building stuff is awesome. So here we go. 10 urgent free recruitment. Wasn't worth it because all we're getting is 5 stars, but that's okay. Another snowboarding chick. I don't think she's very good. Does he use the Unreal Engine? I have no idea. I don't think so, but all I know is it is like, it's gorgeous, dude. The world is huge. The tutorial, when you play through it, I was like almost in shock. I was like, this is gorgeous. I think like watching other people play it, I'm excited about the potential of like combos and synergy and like setting up builds. Kind of like it very well could be Gru. I just don't know. But almost like a team in Raid, right? Where you're building champions who play well together. I'm excited about that. I just don't know enough about that, right? And I'm trying to make content about this game, which is just tough because that's like I don't know enough about the game, for being honest. What the heck is this? Combat feels cool too. I'm definitely like just button mashing and trying to figure out what I'm doing, but it just feels very like cinematic and picturesque. Drinking the crispiest, tastiest Coke. I love that. Usually when I drink it, it feels flat, but this time it's hitting real hard. That's awesome, dude. I love a good crisp soda. I looked into the CB settings and said they didn't have a native yet, but there are things that you can do. Okay. I see something up there. Oh, also, if you guys should or can, go back and watch my video from this morning. The first boss fight. The boss fight was awesome. It was tough. And again, a lot of button mashing, a lot of struggling. But it was cool. Like it was very well made and very cool. And it makes me excited for some of the bosses that are to come. But I think when I'm playing tomorrow, if I have enough time, which Sundays are always tough for me, I'm just trying to slow down, watch some YouTube videos, and figure out like, what do I need to do for my base? And what is step 1? What's the most important thing I should be working on? I want to figure out some synergies for my team because I've heard about some synergies and I just tried them off rip without much gear and levels and it wasn't doing anything. But then I see that this team doesn't have a lot of synergy. So like this girl, Leviton, she's all about fire, heat, and combustion. And my other 3 champions don't bring any of those 3 things. But those other 3 champions kind of have synergy with each other. So I still get combos. Like when I'm attacking and you see me, someone else join in the attack, that's a combo. And so I want to find which champions will bring Leviton in because she is the priority, right? Since she's my best champion. Modified Unity Engine, okay. Yeah, I was going to say with the scale of it, I'd be surprised if they didn't, but I just didn't know. Ooh, bigger guy. Yeah, Leviton did not join that attack because she has no synergy with them. So yeah, it feels like I'm better at one-on-one fights and not wave fights. I messed up that. Because I could have interrupted that move. Nice. Dead. I will say one part that I have not gotten super into at all so far is the story. And like I'm trying to pay attention, especially like day one. I was like listening to every single thing and like watching every clip and like trying to understand what's going on in the world. And so far, I just can't really bring myself to care too much. Partially because several of the characters I feel like are unlikable, but maybe that's harsh. Okay. Nice. So Orlean, some of that's the stuff that you like search around everywhere for. There's puzzle aspects of things. It's like that's a drag crate that you need to pull around and move to get resources. I probably need to pull that crate over here. I don't know if I can jump on it yet, though. I can't. Unless we can jump from here. Oh, F. I was supposed to... Dang it. That's the issue. Part of the issue. Alright, so I don't think I can get in there yet, so I need to figure out how to get in there. Okay, so that's good. Part of me assumes it's his forklift, but gotta figure out how to operate a forklift first. I'm not forklift certified. F, use, okay. Okay. Alright, that's not super helpful. Just raising it up and down. Oh, maybe that is helpful because maybe I can get... starting to understand it a little bit more. Use this to jump up here, to jump up here, to jump up here, to jump up here. And then this. Pressure plate opens that. Alright, decent stuff there. Now we can grab this little guy. See a little puzzle action. And then grab this guy, bring him back. See? That's fun. Simple, sure, but also fun. Gonna grab this guy in case I die. Like that. Nice, so there's that Orlean. Do I have any tech points or did I already use them? I do not. I do, so that's good. Oh, wait. See, it's like planting and seed picking. I have no idea. I know that I can use that to help unlock some different ingredients and recipes later, but for now, I don't know. Unlock something else now. It says research requirements not met, but I don't know what the requirements are. That's cool. I like that. That'll be really cool for automation because we can have one source of like amethyst and then switch that into 2 different places. I like that. Citron, fire buckle. I don't think I want to worry about that at the moment. Glow bug. It's like I could just go that way towards a mission, but it's like there's stuff over here. So I want the stuff and I like exploring. And this game... oh, goodness. Excuse me. This game particularly feels rewarding. I can't get power to the gate. Well, we need to get power to the gate, Hughes. Otherwise, it's not going to open. only we had a backup generator. Thing is, I'm sure I can build a backup generator. I don't know how. That's awesome. Grew with the sheep scream. I love that sound, dude. It scares me a little bit when I hear it, but it is funny. So, yeah, I don't have anything now that will do that. I'm sure I can build one, but I don't want to. I see stuff down there. I don't know if that's worth it. I want to go somewhere that I can't get back from. What do I feel like since I unlocked that stupid extra sharp one, this shouldn't be bothering me about anything. The second raid, I don't like all these dots. But this one is the free gun, and I don't know what gun I want. Or not gun, weapon. Alright, probably just like 20-ish more minutes because I still need to record a video for this and for raid. At least for this tonight. And I'm getting tired. It's 11 o'clock. Numbers have dipped off a lot. We're down at 24 between YouTube and Twitch, which is fair. Oh, for sure the weirdest part about this game to me. So many characters with cat and dog ears. Or horns. And I don't know why that's a part of, like, this. It's never explained, it's never addressed or talked about. But it's just there. And I'm not gonna lie, it weirds me out a little bit. See, that's just weird, dude. I don't know. Exactly, yeah. Like, this dude's got horns. What is going on? This chick has horns. Chin has horns. I don't know, man. Feels weird. Yeah, and it's like all of this stuff. Dude, I don't care. I used to even read the summaries. Now I don't even read the summaries. Basically, they have a problem. I need to fix it. Does anything else matter? The Super Crane Power Nexus. Oh, I do like these games too. So these are little puzzle games. This one looks complicated. Component style unknown. I've never done this before. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so what it is it's like a number game. This one is different though. So I have to sense the location. So I need to physically find a part now? This is weird. Typically it's just like a little Tetris style puzzle game. I don't care, dude. I probably should. But I don't. Fun, we're on a super crane, that's kind of cool. Go to the archive. How do I get up there? Nice. Authorization required. But I'm the endman. See, I've already been hit and I didn't see it. I just saw one miss me. But unless I'm just like randomly pressing dodge, I don't see these attacks coming. All right, let's see. Settings. No. Controls, audio. I don't know if I can change colorblind, but I can change the anisotropic sampling. Ah, yes, anisotropic sampling, obviously. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is just not... None of this is in English. I don't understand this. The pin to the mouth. I know you were a studious laddie. Yes, I see. Ah, volumetric fog, precisely. I don't see colorblind mode. No specific colorblind mode. Now we know. Arknight's infield hates colorblind people. You heard it here first. Gosh, I keep thinking these are actual things I want to click, and they're really not. Could make some friends in game, I guess. I feel like everyone's gonna go Leviton, but I'm gonna go Pog because no one else will. Wait, I have a friend request. Let's go, Susie. Let's go. We're making friends. This is huge. All of this gear. I guess we can honestly create some of it now that we have a lot more stuff back at the base. Comment said to look at your video card. Maybe have a setting for a game specifically. I'm not gonna lie, Gru. That sounds like too much work. If it becomes a consistent issue where I feel like I cannot progress in the game because of the color thing, then maybe. But the second you mentioned like looking at my graphics card, you lost me. I pretend to be a studious fellow, but I'm not actually. What is that? I feel like adding more gear could definitely be a big difference. At least not in my damage. My damage is pretty solid, but it would be, I think, a lot, like a big boost in my survivability, I think. Because right now, like, the gear we have couldn't be much worse, unless it was just no gear. Like, think about raid, like 1 to 2 star gear is what we're in right now. We might as well at least get some 3 or 4. Alright. Can I research this now? Research requirement not met. What do I understand what that is, though? What is the research requirement? Because let me do everything else at the same level and stuff. Belt bridging, nice. Didn't mean to fall that way down. Hopefully it's not an issue. Well, we do have to go up, so it could be an issue. Hope we can take this back up. Nice, we can. Okay, cool. Well, I don't think I can go up there. Unless we can get higher. Nope, don't want to go to the ground floor. That's not helpful. Something I'm missing? Feel like it. No. Doesn't feel like there's something I'm missing. Any movie suggestions? I have multiple movie suggestions. What's funny is I was just talking about this with my wife. I'm gonna work. Ooh. So I think we want these the opposite way. One of my a new New Year's resolution that I've come up with is every other week. Oh, bingo! Let's go, dude. We're puzzling. Every other week, I want to go to a new restaurant I've never been to before and watch a movie I've never seen before. So I have, son of a. Yeah, I have like a list of movies that I'm gonna watch. I mean, it depends if you've seen them or not. But for me, it's like famous movies that I've never seen before. For the most part. So some of the movies that are on my list that I have never seen, that I want to see, Catch Me If You Can. I've seen clips from it. I've heard it quoted, but I've never seen it. The Grand Budapest Hotel, Prisoners, and Goodfellas. And don't roast me for not watching Goodfellas. I've just never seen it. So those are all ones on my list that I will be watching soon. Dang, I'm all the way down. I spy a chest. I also spy some or a barrel, but I don't know if I'm or a lane, whatever it is. I don't know if I'm walking all the way over there. Well, I guess it depends on what kind of movies you want to watch, but those are all ones I plan on watching. I don't want to go fight those guys. Let's just go back up. You can only do so much exploring, you know. Plus, we gotta fight these guys. Ooh, she's trapped. She also has horns. Connecting to the infield network. That's weird. Wi-Fi is going out or something? I was thinking about finishing up Avatar. I only went through the first movie. They're very long. I liked 1 and 2. I was not a huge fan of the third one. But a lot of people online disagree with me, which is why I'm a raid content creator, not a movie reviewer. Because my takes are controversial, to say the least. I like a lot of movies that people don't love, and I did not like a lot of movies that people do love. So, yeah, Avatar, it's so long. Speaking of long movies, I watched 2 of the first 3 Lord of the Rings in theaters this past week, which has been cool. They re-released it for the 25th anniversary, and I am convincing my wife to try and let me, if we're not in the middle of a snowstorm, to go watch it tomorrow afternoon. And so, Return of the King is the extended version is 4 hours and 17 minutes. One movie I did enjoy very much was Carry On. Okay, wasn't that the Christmas one from last year, like on Netflix or whatever? I have not seen that one. Happens at Christmas time, but wouldn't say it's a Christmas movie. Okay. Huh. All right. I don't think I'm going to have the stuff. Yeah. So I'm not that fussed about figuring these out. Eventually, one day. So yeah, that might be a good one to watch with my wife. She is not into like super serious, intense movies, so she's not gonna watch like Goodfellas or anything with me. There's some more explosives. Hello. Wait, she said she didn't remember the sequence and they're labeled? If so, a little embarrassing. Maybe that's not the correct order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, seems like that's not the actual order. Updated. The passwords based on the randomization scheme designed by Madam Penny. The new passwords are the P series parts we received plus a 4-digit number. 1324. What you mean, bro? Other than that movie, Jumping Over to Cars 2. I'm confused. Crap. Why do I have all these numbers? 4231, 3214. Am I supposed to be finding a part? Why are these only 3-digit numbers? I'm confused. Now the P series parts we receive plus a 4-digit number. But I don't understand how you do anything besides the 4-digit number. I guess we'll just try all of these. 4231. I think I just accidentally reset it. Okay, doesn't feel like that. Can't be that because that's 4 digits. 3214. Well, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little stumped. Six 137. Oh, gotcha. It's a favorite movie. Okay. Frick, 6137 cannot be a possibility. There's only digits 1 through 4. What in the world? This is entirely unhelpful, and I don't want to look this up. That's just so... I know I'm looking for this piece, so maybe this piece has something to do with it. So just a random piece of something might give me the logic I need. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Okay, what's this? I'll have my apprentice pass in soon I can finally feed my starter champion. Shouldn't have been feeding your starter champion regardless, but I get what you're saying. So that's a random piece. I don't know if that gives us any context. Alright, I'm not running all the way back to the start for this. I'm hoping this is it, but again, I don't know. Okay. Please explain this to me. Bro, that's so not helpful. Oh, it's in there. Well, that's really not helpful. Alright, it's too late for this. I'm Googling this crap. Alright, so it's supposed to be the one that has a P before it. The thing is, that one has a P, but it's got three numbers. 2, 8, 5. And guess what? 8 and 5 aren't available options. So I'm a little frustrated. So what I did see is she said you can throw a grenade at all four of them. But I think you have to have built your own grenade for that to work. Four, 2, 3, 1. Did we not already try that? Okay, that's so stupid. I feel like I tried every possible combination. That's so annoying. All right, here's the piece we needed. Gosh, that was a frustrating challenge. Most of them I really do enjoy, but maybe it's just because I'm getting tired. Don't care. Stop. No, I don't want that to be my default. I want scan to be my default. Apparently you can set, like, map that to be yours. To open the camera. I'm like, nope, I would like the scanning to be my default for R. Cool. So this is the type of thing I was telling you about. Are we building a bomb? I don't know what we're building. But we had to fix the stupid super crane. All right, so this is like, it's like a Tetris piece, and you can move it and rotate it and stuff. And it needs to fill up a certain amount of these. So there's one block on this row, which is this one. So we know this row is good. It's almost like a little Sudoku / Tetris. One block on this row, so we know we're good. So it honestly is kind of something like this. Okay, not quite. So we need one more here. Three there. That's interesting. Three on there and four on the top is interesting. That almost means it has to be that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm confused. So that's good. This one we need to have one more involved. Yeah. Color me confused, man. And that's not even a fit. Like, so that makes sense. So this is very close. We just need 2 more here. Flip it. Yeah, 4 in that one row is baffling me, dude. Because these are locked and can't be moved. Yeah, these numbers don't really help me too much. Let's focus one piece at a time. So 1, 3, 2. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Dang it. Bingo. There we go. So, yeah, I probably should have explained a little bit more. So each of these dots is how many you need in that row. So this one has 1 and it's already locked. So think of like a Sudoku column. You need 1 block in this column total. You can have more, but typically you don't. So 1 is good. You can move on to the next one. This one you need 4. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And that part makes sense, but then I needed 3, 4, 4, and 3, and that part was confusing me. So we did go over on these. Yeah, it's a little complicated. But once you start easier, obviously you guys saw a pretty advanced one. That's the hardest one I've seen for sure. So like I said, you typically start easier with very simple ones and work your way up to the more complicated ones. All right. I think let's call it there. For the 4 of you guys watching on YouTube, you guys are rock solid. I appreciate y'all being here. But for now, let's see if we can find someone to raid on Twitch. Nasty Nate, thanks for hanging out, dude. We'll find someone playing raid and not Arc Knights. S1, 2, 3, Air Fern. Oh, Erroneous is playing. Let's raid Erroneous. Chewing on some ice. Nice. All right. Thank you for hanging out. Subscribe to the new channel. That would be super helpful. I really do appreciate the support. See you guys soon. All right. Good night, all. Thank you, crew, for hanging out.